Welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour, your source for all hard rock, heavy metal, new metal, alternative, punk, horror punk, hardcore, rock, and all local bands, with your host, John the Bod, a.k.a. the Bodfather.
I'm David.
I'm MJ.
I'm Plaga. I'm Cesar. And we're Nocion, and you're listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.
The views and opinions of the guests do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of BODS Mayhem Radio Network, its staff, affiliates, or sponsors. Parental discretion is advised. Welcome to BODS Mayhem Radio Network.
Hey everybody, welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour. I'm your host, John the Bod, a.k.a. the Bodfather, and as always, I bring you guys awesome interviews. Today, it's an honor and a huge privilege to have the band Nocion on the show. They are a hard rock, heavy metal, female-fronted band that hail from San Juan, Puerto Rico, and have released their official music video, The Grave, which has been out since last year, plus they've got other songs on here as well. This is off their 6-song EP, Into the Darkness, which is out now worldwide. And we're going to be talking to these guys and gals about all of this. So I'll let you guys introduce yourselves, and then we'll get right into this.
Okay, I'm MJ, and I'm the singer.
I'm Alfredo. They call me Plaga, and I'm the drummer. I'm David. I'm the bass player. I'm Cesar. The guitarist. That's on the show, John.
Yeah,
appreciate it, man.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
thank you.
Glad to have you guys on the show. So how's it been working with Curtain Call Records so far for you all?
Well, it's been awesome. It's been surreal. We've had a lot of opportunities right now coming our way, and we're very grateful, and we love, we have nothing but great things to talk about, though.
I mean, we only got signed about a month and a half ago.
A month.
That's it. And we already have all these opportunities coming our way. So we're really grateful for that, We appreciate it. And we're surprised because we didn't expect for the response to be like that.
You guys have some awesome music out. We got to help each other out because I'm telling you right now, you do have some good music, that's for sure.
Thank you
very
so much.
John.
Thanks a lot.
And we're actually recording some new singles as well. We're currently recording some singles. And we're probably gonna have a new video soon. New video in about the new EP that we're gonna do a whole album just before December. We're gonna have that out. And we should have another album, a full length, by the end of the year.
So you had this Into the Darkness that came out, like you said, like the end of 2017, 2018. And now you're already getting ready to come out with a new one that's going to be out in December. So how much have you guys got written so far for the new album, or are you still writing on it?
We have almost everything. We're just writing on one other song, and the rest is all just recording and.
But then they're just doing the release.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. What we intend to do is to merge Into the Darkness with another 5 or 6 song EP and make both into a full length LP.
Yeah.
So was it hard to choose between these current set of songs that you're working on, this album that would be the first single that you guys wanted to start pushing?
Every time we work together, we make more songs and we like them. And it was a little bit pressure because we thought we had a great songs before, but then we put a lot into it, and we're very happy with the ones we have right now. So we feel good about it.
Any songs standing out more to you right now that you're working on that you could talk about on this new album? I mean, I know these are new songs. I know you guys are close to them, and I know it must change every time you start working on them. But do you have any that stand out right now that you could talk about?
Yeah, we right now have
Bridges
Collide, and that song is one of our favorites right now.
Yeah, Bridges Collide. I'll be emailing you that tonight after we're done with the interview.
Okay.
That's the one we're planning on making a video on, so we can release it with the video. And the song is very interesting.
Yeah, that song, we already released the song here in Puerto Rico about 5 months ago. And it was on the Puerto Rican top 10 rock charts for about 3 months. Yeah. And it was on the top 10. It was the first place for about 3 weeks in a row.
So are you guys going to produce this album yourself, or do you have somebody that you have in mind that's going to be working on it as a producer?
Well, we have a producer. His name is Alexis Ferris. He has Highway Studio Records, and he's the one who we like working with. So we have somebody that produces our songs here. We go into the studio, and he's the one we want recording us.
Well, once we go to the States next month, we're going to get together with Curtain Call Records and see what kind of deal we're going to work out with them. If they're going to actually produce the album, or if they're going to just pay for distribution. So that's what we're going to figure out when we meet with them face to face.
Working with Alexis on this album so far, does he push you guys? Does he get anything different out of you guys than what somebody else has previously?
Definitely. He gets the best out of each one.
Yeah.
He knows us. He pushes us. He's amazing, really, and he really does help us. We already have the songs the way we want them, but he makes them sound so much better, or tells us what to do so it may sound better. And he has great ideas, so we are all in for it.
Yeah, we get to the studio. We already got like all the songs like put together, but he makes you try different things to make it a lot better and get to another level. You go in with one song and then you end up
with a lot better song.
Yeah, exactly. Changing everything before you actually record it, so it becomes another song.
Not everything, but basic something. Little details, I would say.
Do you have any songs that may not make this album that could see the light of day on another album, possibly?
Not right now.
Everything we're doing is gonna be on the record.
Yeah, true.
We love it all.
Yeah, because we have different styles and different genres. Like, I don't know how to explain it. So everything is different, and we like everything that we do. So
yeah, we have different perspective on the song. We got songs like I'm more trash, some are more death, some are more heavy metal, some are more hardcore. So like everybody pitching, so everybody got his style together. Yeah,
it's like a
very weird fusion.
Yeah.
So were you guys writing on this new album right now during Into the Darkness EP or album when that came out as well? I mean, for this new one, was you starting to write then or what?
Yeah, we were we were working on rhythms and stuff, but we didn't have anything concrete. So when we finished the album, we started then putting the songs together. What
do you hope everybody takes away from this album, or message you hope to hear while listening to it, or just any of Nocion's music in general? What do you hope anybody gets from your music when they listen to it, guys?
I want them to be pumped and be energized and have fun. And if people like can how do you say it? Merge with a song. I mean, like understand or whatever. Have fun with it, and I don't know. It's just like jump up and down, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, and also don't be in a box. So you have to do like one style. Like you can jump one another, because we've been doing the music scene since 20 years or more. So we don't get like one style. We like to mix it up, and it's good to have different genres in your music so everybody can hear it. If you like punk, you like punk. If you like hardcore, you will like it. If you like a little bit of everything that's been made in the rock music scene for the last 25 years or so in our music. Exactly.
Sure. I agree with that. There's a lot of stuff that's out there that's the same old, but it still fits.
But with a modern twist, with a modern twist.
Yep. Writing these new songs, has it pushed you guys out of your comfort zone any at all? I mean, has it pushed you guys more to do better than the last album?
Definitely has, but
got to be better, faster, darker, drunker, trashier.
Do you see this band still musically growing from where it started, or has it just been more of a personal growth for each of you involved with Nocion?
I think it's been both.
Both.
Definitely. Both.
Yeah, definitely both.
We've been growing a lot within ourselves and like people and with the music.
And if you compare the first album written in 2006 to 2017's Into the Darkness, you'll realize a big difference in sound and maturity and production and everything that goes into recording an album. Music-wise, it's a huge difference.
How much local support does Nocion get, guys?
Believe it or not, we actually have a few fans down here. The problem with Puerto Rico is such a small island. There's but so many places that you can play at. And the people here, you always see the same crowd and at the same places. So it gets to a point where, a lot of people stop coming out to see you unless you have something new coming out, because they've seen you already 20,000 times before, So it's a challenge. That's why we want to, start That's the pressure right there.
Yeah,
we want to start spreading our music in every show. So we want to start spreading our music outside of Puerto Rico because we feel that we've accomplished everything that we have to accomplish here already. So we want to take it to the next level, to take it elsewhere. And now we've had the opportunity, so we're going to jump on it.
Want to do that and have fun with it, damn it.
Do you guys like to do anything differently during the writing and recording process to help keep your mind fresh and open, to not let the music get stale, not get bored with it? Do you do anything possibly that helps you guys out with this? I know these are two different concepts, but do you have any that helps you out?
Fredo. I'll try to, Fredo. I just try to listen to different things, and new bands and all that, so keep my mind fresh on anything I do, hearing different drummers and all that, or things like that. Not only metal, just thinking outside the box. That's the pretty hard things to do.
I like to meditate a lot so I can know what I'm going to write about or get into the music, what feeling it gives me. That's basically what I do. I love old music, but I also love the new music. I'm never stuck in a year or something like that. So I try to also keep my mind fresh and listening to new bands and stuff like that so I can get inspired. Not only because of my late influences. What about you, David?
I don't know. David don't know.
What about me? David doesn't know. He just says, I don't care. I'll do whatever. And that's he's just there.
Since I got like a library of music from he's 14, so he got a lot of music, a lot of rhythms that we don't play yet, so it's still fresh. Yeah, it's funny because writing music down here, trying to sell heavy metal music in a salsa and reggaeton environment where we are, it's really hard.
Very hard.
Very hard.
I can imagine so, because you've got a lot of traditional music down there, and that's got to be the soul of everything. And I know, being a metal rock band, it must be, I wouldn't say must. I could see it being hard to get out down there also.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Very challenging.
Very challenging. There's very few places, very few venues, and a handful of promoters that will actually promote your band and help you out, and just maybe one or two radio stations that support rock and heavy metal music on the whole island. So, support down here is very hard to find.
What can fans expect at a show from Nocion who have not got to see you guys live as of yet? What are they going to get when they come to see you all?
Oh, we're going to give our best. We're going to energy. I think...
They're going to mosh.
Yeah, I want to mosh and have fun and destroy it. Well, not things, not violence, but have a lot of fun.
You have to have a little bit of violence.
We actually give a lot of energy, and I can feel it, and I like when I feel the energy coming back to me and to us, and when the people get excited and stuff like that. I really want to see that. Well, I want to see that. I hope it happens too.
It will happen.
We're living in the digital era of recording albums to get albums out quicker, plus we got social media now to reach out to more people. Do you guys like this that we're living in now?
I actually do.
Yeah, me too.
It's so much easier to... It's
a lot easier.
Yeah, you can get your music everywhere, Yeah, for unsigned bands that are not in the being recording, live, like Sony or something like that, it's pretty. It's not easy, but it's more comfortable to take your music out and people listen to. So I like it very much. You don't have those restraints like you remember back in the day of tape trading.
Oh yeah.
You had to write letters to people and wait for the CD to arrive, and it was 2 months later, and they still hadn't gotten it. Nowadays with the technology, and you have to sell your records from the back of your car,
from your house, or whatever you want.
You can meet somebody in Indonesia and just tell them, oh, you want my album? Just go to Spotify or CD Baby and download it. Exactly. Watch it, and we send it by mail, and we sign it and whatever. Exactly.
Yeah. We do that a lot, because a lot of people we've noticed that they don't only want our record on digital, they want to have the copy.
The physical copy.
So what they do is they contact us, and we send them the merchandise, and they love it. They love that. They just like to have it. So I really love that.
I remember getting Hit Parader magazines, Revolver magazines.
Metal Maniacs.
Yeah, and going to the back of the magazine, and once in a blue moon, you would find contacts and addresses to write a letter to your band that you like. And I remember doing that several times, and I did get one response back, and I remember it took over a year to get a letter back.
Yeah, so definitely things are much easier, and I really like it.
Yes,
cool.
I mean, you can talk to somebody now, like in real time. You know, you don't have to wait 2 months to hear back from them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or never.
That's a lot better now. You get more contact with your fans, you know, quicker and more personal.
What made you all want to become a musician? What was that spark for each of you that said, yeah, that's what I want to do?
Damn, I've been doing music since I'm like 13. So I don't know anything else, you know. I've been doing my jobs, you know, my regular job, but, you know, it's inspiring, you know. You can channel your negativity through music and be positive in the other end.
For me, it was my dad. He was a drummer known here in Puerto Rico, and he played jazz and all that kind of music. So I was always singing with him. So that for me I was born to do this, even though I don't do it for a living, which I wish I did, but you know. But I've always been into the music since I was like 4 years old, like with the mic and stuff like that. Because my dad would rehearse and I would go with him everywhere. And music is in my veins. Like that's all I have to say for my part. So, David, do you have any?
I mean, the same thing. I'm David, the bass player. My father used to be a bass player too, and he used to play in a salsa band in New York City. And I don't know, I just picked it up after him. Like I started watching him play the bass, and I liked it. And then until I saw Steve Harris, I saw Life After Death, and that completely changed my world. Yeah, for me was Dave Lombardo and Slayer, man. I saw Steve Harris, and I was like, I want to do that. I want to be a drummer.
David
Lombardo. I used to play in a Maiden tribute band in North Carolina. That's how much of a fan I am, you know.
He's in the back, and all his family plays too, so he had it in his blood too. So I noticed my dad was mad at me because I wanted to sing and not play drums. I really tried, but I really suck at it. So
you suck at it.
I really suck at it. But I said my passion was singing, so I said, I don't care, Daddy. He was like, damn. So well.
So, Al, let me ask you this, my friend. You like Dave Lombardo. So let me ask you this one question. He goes from Slayer to play drums for the Misfits on their anniversary tour. So let me ask your thoughts on this. Seeing him play... Go ahead.
Well, Dave always been a punk guy. If you see Dave Lombardo, he always loved punk. That's why you got that punk, you know, fast drums that he likes. So... You know, and he also played for, who else? Suicidal Tendencies also. It's kind of punk and trash.
Yes, he did. Yep.
And that's both with him. You know, if I miss him in Slayer, well, I can understand. But, you know, he's been my inspiration my whole life. So
I've had this conversation with many of my friends who are Misfits fans, including myself. I'm like, if you listen to Dave Lombardo live with the Misfits, they sound so fucking tight. It's like they never missed a beat compared to what they had. I should say, not knocking the other guy, but
it's fast, and it's good, and it's tight. And that's what I like. He's always very tight.
He is. His drumming is so good, and I got to see a little glimpse of this reunion tour before it even was a thought about it. I guess it was on the Danzig 25th anniversary tour when Doyle was on tour with him. I never thought in a million years I'd be in a crowd at a show to see Danzig, and they'd be playing half set of Danzig, half set of the Misfits. And, oh, God, one of the best experiences I've ever had at a show, because I didn't know that they was going to do anything like that.
I envy you with the bottom of my heart.
Oh, God, dude, that place went ape shit, including me.
I can't imagine that. Wow.
I was like a little kid in a candy store. I was like, oh, my God.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't it great when you go see, like, your, like, childhood bands and you go, like, as an adult and you, like, you appreciate them, like, from a different perspective, you know?
Yeah, it's like me and my buddy were standing there and the next band was coming on. It was Glenn, and we're going, Man, it'd be cool as shit if he starts doing some misfit stuff, and then here comes Doyle out with him, and I scream like, ah!
Like a real girl.
Yes, I did.
That's the way it is.
Yes, I did, and I'm not ashamed to admit it.
That's awesome.
It was cool. Is there a country that you have seen that stands out or even shocks you that Nocion's music gets played in or you get support from?
Saudi Arabia.
Wow.
That's the weirdest one.
Indonesia.
Thailand, yeah.
Thailand, yeah.
Thailand. I wish in
Israel.
Japan.
I still want
Israel. But that one, it's like, what? I didn't even.
I want to play. I want to play in the wild. I mean, even Saudi Arabia, we were like, what? I mean, we understand that there's a lot of servicemen down here, but we get a lot of friend requests from people that aren't servicemen, and we're like, wow, yeah, like, how the hell did this person like find out about us? You know? Exactly. What I mean?
That's crazy, especially from Saudi Arabia. I think that's the first time that any band on here has said they've got support from Saudi Arabia. Usually it's like you said, Indonesia, Thailand, Germany, stuff like that. But wow, that's crazy.
Look, when I used to live in North Carolina, I used to have an Iraqi roommate, and this guy was the most metal motherfucker I ever met in my life. I mean, he was like Slayer, Death, Cradle of Filth. I was like, what the hell? You listen to all this shit in Iraq, dude? He was like, yeah, man, I love it. And I went, so now it doesn't surprise me that we get requests from Saudi Arabia, you know? That's crazy.
I would probably think more Japan because Japan likes a lot of metal. But actually, I think they're more like glam metal stuff, more soft. Yeah, more commercial. Yeah, not that hard. But I would love to play there, though.
Have you ever watched? Hey, John, have you ever watched that film, Heavy Metal in Baghdad?
No, I haven't actually. No.
You should watch it, man. Okay. It's a really good documentary.
I'll check that out. Heavy Metal in
Heavy Metal in Baghdad.
I'll check that out for sure.
Now I'm thinking, it's crazy. Puerto Rico, Saudi Arabia. What the hell?
That would be awesome.
Hey, two cultures coming together. That's like I've always said, music is the language of everything.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
I agree with you, man.
Is there a band on the bucket list that you guys would love to tour with, or maybe do an old school album split with, maybe?
I got two bands I really love. I love in this moment. And I saw Korn live, and I was going to die because the way they play and the energy they brought to me, that's one of, like, the concerts. I know it's, like, different or whatever, but it was so good. I would love to sing with Doro from Warlock. I would I would love to sing something with or cooperate in something with Aaron Lewis because I love him. I love his way of singing and I love him.
I always love something with Slayer.
Yeah.
But that's over. The Slayer's retired. If they retire, you don't know afterwards. Maybe we can bring them back out of retirement.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, I wanted to do something with David Bowie, but now he's not here. But so in my dreams, I do that.
So this September, I'll get to see Stained play live at Louder and Live for the first time.
Oh, God.
He sings beautifully.
I'm telling you, I love, since they started, that's one of my bands that I can listen over and over, and I don't
never get tired
of them.
Yeah.
Never.
Mud Shovel is my favorite song by Stained.
Yeah.
God, it's heavy. I love Mud Shovel. And Aaron, I got to interview Aaron and Mike several years ago. Just really good guys. So
how did that go? How did that interview go?
It went really good. It was actually face to face. It was actually live, face to face with them.
Okay, cool.
I'm so jealous right now.
So were you nervous, or were you more like a fan, or how did you approach that interview? You know, being a fan as well.
Are we interviewing him now?
I'm still saying the same shit.
Are we interviewing you now?
I felt like Chris Farley's skit on Saturday Night Live when he's sitting there with McCartney, with Paul McCartney. So,
I remember that.
So, do you remember playing with Stain a couple years ago? Yeah. God, that's the way I felt. That was me.
Okay. We're laughing.
Get easy, man. Get easy. If you need to step out for a second, bro. Smoke a cigarette. And come back.
I interviewed Tom Kiefer and Mike Portnoy for Spark TV magazine.
Oh, wow.
And I actually with Mike, and Mike was so awesome. And Tom Kiefer was just a gentleman, and he was going just through the phase that he had with the throat cancer.
Throat cancer.
Oh, wow.
And that was for his comeback. And he was such a good person. And it was on the phone and was dying. The same with Mike Portnoy. It was through the phone, but it was like very creepy and funny and
Very creepy.
awesome. Yeah, because I couldn't believe it. So it was creepy for me because I was doing that. I was like, yeah, whatever.
So this new album is coming out this December.
Hopefully December.
Hopefully December.
January at the latest. But we have plans to have a release party sometime in February. So we don't know yet if it's going to happen or not. You know, if it's going to happen. But we're still working on the details. That's our goal.
That's our main goal right now.
Exactly.
How can folks stay in touch with you guys? Buy some merchandise. This EP that's out right now, Into the Darkness, plus the previous one before that, tour dates, things like that when this all goes down. How can you do that, guys?
We can find Nocion on Facebook.
On Facebook, Instagram, Twitter,
YouTube.
YouTube.
What's the name in Instagram? It's Nocion official. Nocion _official.
We'll mail it wherever they write to us and they want
We ship merchandise internationally and domestically.
Exactly.
We got shirts, hats. We have shorts, shirts, pants, panties, bras, whatever. CDs, hats, sunglasses, earrings, you name it, man.
Oh my God.
Actually, that's not true.
We want to be like Gene Simmons, you know, all the merch.
We have a little doll. Okay,
MJ saying that's not true. Don't lie, MJ. Don't lie to me. That's hilarious. Before I let you guys go, would you care to do a promo for the show?
Sure.
I'm David.
I'm MJ.
I'm Plaga. I'm Cesar. And we're Nocion. And you're listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.
Everybody stick around. We got some great stuff coming up, and you only hear these interviews right here on BODS Mayhem Hour and BODS Mayhem Radio Network. Please get out and check out our Facebook page. It has our podcast, YouTube link. Also, hopefully soon we'll have a Twitch link. And get out and check out Nocion. Get out and grab their 6-song EP, Into the Darkness, plus this new album that's hopefully going to come out sometime in December, whenever they fit to get it out. And give us all a good chance, folks. Guys, I wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate you having us there.
You're listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.